Buenos días, son las 9:55 de la mañana, jueves 23 de julio. Y bueno, vamos a ver el evento de Xbox, por favor, que pase algo muy chido. Y nada, espero que llegue la gente. Y aquí estamos atentos.
¿Qué pedo, hijo de su chingada madre? Su puta madre, güey. Estoy voy a explotar, güey. Huevo. Buenas tardes, buenos días, público.
¿Qué onda, amigo? ¿Cómo estás? Ya hay un
Bien,
viewer, güey.
tú. No
Bien,
mames,
pues a ver qué
a ver,
tal,
güey.
güey. A ver qué tal, güey.
Es un compa, güey, es de Puerto Rico, güey. De yeah, güey. Bad
A ver
Bunny.
ahí,
Motherfucker. Te va a partir la cala.
sobre eso.
7 segundos, 5
Mi
segundos.
alarma, güey, mi alarma,
Sobre
güey.
eso,
Acá
hijo de
se no
puta,
sé
güey.
cómo levantó.
Este es
2, 1, 0 segundos.
este es el pre-show, so no hay que emocionarse.
Sí.
A ver qué dice el Geoff.
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Keighley, and welcome to this special Xbox game showcase and our pre-show here, leading up to the big main showcase that happens in 1 hour at the top of the next hour. Welcome to YouTube Gaming and our exclusive coverage. This obviously is a different year for all of us in
Oye, en Twitch no
2020.
está el stream.
Normally, every year I love getting together with
De
everyone
pre-show
around
está
the
en
world to
YouTube, güey.
watch all the
Ajá,
E3
sí, ya lo sé,
events,
pero no
but
está en Steam.
this year, of
Y
course,
salgo en la front page
given
de
where the
Twitch.
world's
Bueno,
at, we're doing
o sea,
things
no en la front
virtually.
page.
Before we get into this, I certainly want
¿Cómo?
to acknowledge everything
Sí,
that
sí,
is
o sea,
still
si abres,
happening around the world
si abres
with
Summer
the
Game
COVID
Fest,
pandemic.
soy el
And
tercer
certainly
canal en
hope
español,
everyone
güey.
is safe and feeling okay today and excited about video games, which
A ver, déjate
I
paso
think
en
have been a
inglés.
source
Lo
of
hiciste en
comfort
inglés,
for
güey.
many of us in 2020.
También
So
Xbox
today
tiene
is
cobertura
really
en todos los
about
idiomas, güey.
celebrating games and the future of games and where
Pero
games
esto
are
fue el
going
pre-show, güey, también en
in the
español, güey.
future. You know, this is still a big year
No,
for
creo que no.
games and that new
Solamente el
consoles
evento,
are
güey.
launching. And today is all about Xbox and the Xbox Series X, which is
No
coming out this
mames,
holiday
es que no
season.
puede ser,
Although
güey.
today is less about
A
hardware
ver
¿De qué
qué
estás
and
tal.
really
hablando,
more
güey?
about the games. And in our pre-show, we've got a lot of great guests joining us to preview what we expect from Xbox. We also have some world premieres and some great new game stuff to show you guys as well. The Xbox story for Series X, of course, started last year at the Game Awards when we revealed the Xbox Series X hardware on stage. I
Hace un año lo
certainly
presentaron,
miss
güey.
memories of
¿Cuál,
thousands of
güey?
people
El
together
Xbox
and the
X, güey.
excitement of shocking the world
Ah,
with that
neta,
announcement last year.
Sí, güey.
That was such a special moment that no one had any clue it was about to happen, and we revealed the hardware there. But of course, everyone wants to know about the games that are going to run on the system. And today is all about a game that was sort of mentioned in that teaser, Halo Infinite. We are going to get a first look at the gameplay of the campaign of Halo Infinite in the Xbox Game
Ando
Showcase.
hypeado porque hace
That's
como una
something that
semana
we're
se
all very
filtró la de
excited to see.
gráficas
We'll
de,
be talking about that
¿De
del
a
RTX?
motor.
lot over the next
¿O cuál?
hour.
Ajá, de
And Xbox
RTX,
has already
Motorsport
said
con
we're not going
RTX,
to
güey.
hear a
No
lot about
jodas,
hardware today.
güey.
We don't expect to hear the
Pero a ver que
release
sí es
date for
cierto, güey.
Series
A ver
X.
si
We
es
don't
cierto.
expect to hear about pricing. It really is going to be a showcase all about games and focused a lot more on their first-party studios, meaning games that are
Mames, güey,
coming
quería poner mi cámara,
exclusively
pero me veo todo
to the
cricoso, güey.
Xbox ecosystem, which of
No
course
mames,
includes
güey.
Game
A ver si
Pass
en una hora ya no
and
estoy tan cricoso,
PC
güey.
and even xCloud. There's a lot to talk
El
about
crico es
heading
vida,
into
güey. Tienes
Xbox's
que ser el
future
crico,
gaming
güey.
and their approach.
Me hizo
So
falta,
we've
güey.
got some world premieres for you, and we've got a lot of guests. So let's get ready for the countdown here. 58 minutes away from the show. Before we get to our first world premiere, though, I'm going to welcome some panelists to talk about what we're expecting today from Xbox. So first up, joining me is my good buddy Jack Septiceye. Jack, welcome to the show.
Un youtuber.
Hi, it's
A
good
ver.
to be here. Thankfully, it's a
great to have you
reasonable
here
hour.
early in the morning in Los Angeles. We've
Yeah.
also got Lauren Side here. Lauren,
Ya
how are
presenten
you?
que Rocket League ahora
Good.
empieza, güey.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to see you as
Que
well.
presentaron de
And
Rocket League, bro,
finally,
María.
we've got a
muchachos.
guy who
No creo, güey.
got to go up to Microsoft
¿Quién
and
sabe,
check
güey?
out the
¿Para qué digan
Xbox
que va a ser
Series X
gratis?
hardware before
Maybe.
lockdown.
Sí.
Austin Evans. Austin, good to have
Rocket
you
League
with us,
contra
man.
Tracing, güey.
Hey, Jeff, thanks for having me,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, great to have all you guys here. So let's kick things off here by talking about what you want to see from Xbox today. You know, they had an event back in May that people wanted to see even more from.
Es Lauren
obviously,
Side, me suena,
more
güey. Creo que he
gameplay,
visto
more
su puro en
games. They
Insta,
wanted
güey.
to see Halo. They're going to deliver that today. What are your expectations as fans of games? What do you want to see at the top of the hour from Xbox? Let's start with you, Jack.
A ver, güey. Pero...
Well, I mean, the big elephant in the room, the big chief elephant in the room is everyone just wants to see Halo Infinite.
Sí, güey, todo el mundo quiere ver Halo
I'm not
Infinite.
the biggest Halo fan, but even this one has kind of gotten me intrigued.
Pues yo creo que van a presentar Halo, güey.
Curious to see about that. I wanna see
Van a
more
hacer un
Halo
demo
2. I wanna get some of that, 'cause when we saw that trailer
del
at the Game
Hellblade.
Awards and we were sitting in that theater,
Y pues, a ver qué más
music
traen,
kicked
güey.
in and rocked everyone's socks. I was
Ay,
interested
güey.
in seeing what the hardware could kind of do in engine.
Tiene que haber gameplay de Halo
I'm a sucker
Infinite,
for
si no.
Ubisoft games.
Ah, sí tiene que haber gameplay. O sea, va a haber en gameplay, güey. Vas a ver que va a sacar su gancho y todo, güey.
It's been so long since it was announced. I need to see it somewhere and see that it still exists. And
Creo que es un proyecto, pero hay que apostar, güey.
I'll be happy.
Ah, no mames.
¿Quieres apostar, güey?
Voice guy, actually.
Una era, una serie,
Oh my god.
serie 3000, güey.
Take care of you, but yes, as you said,
4000, güey.
everyone
A
would
la verga,
love
güey.
to
No, no estoy tan seguro, güey. No estoy tan seguro, ya lo pensé 2 veces,
Is
güey.
that the big thing for you? Like,
Ya.
what's
El
the
modo
most
pendejo ya se
important
apaciguó
part?
tantito.
So I feel like this was my first introduction into
Yeah.
like
Que
first-person
presenten
shooter games.
una
And when
CPU
I
con
have
RGB,
played
eso me
them
haría
because
mucha
I'm
ilusión, la verdad.
horrible at them, but that was like my first.
No,
my
pero
whole
pues esto es
discussion
Xbox,
with
güey.
Mark is like
Tiene que ser Microsoft.
cabrón.
realizing I was terrible at
¿Ya
them.
esto no era Microsoft?
I'm really excited. I'm
Sí,
big
sí.
into like psychological horror games.
De hecho, el Keynote de AMD faltan
more
como 3
about
meses o 2 meses.
gameplay. They haven't told us a whole lot about it, but I'm living for it, like the Silent Hill music, everything. And Everwild is the other one I'm really interested.
Yo creo que sí van a dar launch date, güey. Ya es momento, güey.
Kind of a mystery. I haven't seen much on them.
Oh, that's great because as you said, there are lots of other games across the studios. Everwild that they teased last year, Exo from Rare, looking really interesting. I agree. Hopefully, we'll get to see something on that. Tim Schafer's got Psychonauts that they acquired that studio. Hopefully, there'll be an update on that one. And they said Microsoft got so many studios, so many
¿Qué, güey? ¿Estás jugando a Rocket League?
across the portfolio that I think
No, yo no. Estoy viendo el
also
pre-show.
updates on those existing ones.
Nice.
Austin, you are one of the few people I think in the world that got to check out Series X. I remember you did.
Sí, güey, Austin Evans. Qué buen video hizo, güey, del Series
You have
X.
a really interesting perspective on
Sí,
this.
la neta sí es que
What do
somos
you want to
completos.
see at Xbox today?
So, I mean, I love the nerdy details, right? I want to see the 120 FPS and the HDR and all the ray tracing. I'm really interested in seeing kind of like what this next generation is able to do as far as pushing the envelope forward, right? I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be all over Halo. I really want to see what they're able to do, especially considering that that's going to be a game that will be on Xbox One and sort of assuming PC and Series X and kind of seeing how they're able to stretch
Sí,
that.
güey, el
And
Halo
I'm
5 va a
definitely a
salir
huge fan
directamente
of
de
the
PC,
Forza
güey.
franchise, right? I mean, that's sort of been
No me hypees, güey.
Digo que sí, güey.
No mames.
Te va a dar
güey.
fecha y te va a decir, de esa fecha vas a poder jugarlo en PC, en Xbox X Cloud. No, otros Xbox X Cloud no. O quién sabe, güey.
Creo que dijo maybe en PC, algo así, creo, no sé.
Ujú.
Obviously, we know that there are a bunch of games that are coming out sort of holiday season. I'm assuming we're probably going to see some games kind of teased for the next maybe year or two or whatever the case is. But I really want to see a good sense of what the Xbox Series X is capable of, right? I've seen little bits and pieces. I got to try a couple of tech demos. I know the specs. I know all the kind of the basic stuff. But what I really want to do is kind of see how all of that comes together and brings what this next generation is all about.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point. It's, they keep saying how powerful this console is. Like, we want to see that power, right? And
Claro.
see what this is able to do.
Queremos ver qué tan poderosa es
Microsoft's
la consola.
philosophy on Xbox, Phil Spencer has expressed, is a little bit different than PlayStation. That they're saying that all these games they're going to show you today conceivably will still work on your current Xbox, will work on PC, and they might, they work better on the new Xbox. But I'm curious for you guys, how does that affect your sort of decision on what you're going to do with Xbox? Like, what's going to cause you to want to upgrade to the next system? Because it's different. That Halo, as you said, will work probably on, if you have
Seguramente.
Xbox right now, it'll work on the current system.
Seguramente
So,
corre el
part
Xbox
of
en
what
todas
they
las
have to show
consolas
today is
ahorita,
why
güey.
it's gonna be
O sea, en el
better
X,
on
en
this
el
one.
de ahorita y en PC, güey.
Yeah, I think for
¿Cómo?
yeah, I think for me, what I like.
Sí, o sea, que seguramente el Halo, güey, corre en el Xbox One, en el Xbox X y en PC, güey. No, entonces también es algo que...
Microsoft today, it's the thing that people keep talking about all the time. But I love the kind of home entertainment aspect of my Xbox. I love the kind of UI and the speed of the system and kind of sitting down. I use it for everything. I only use my PlayStation for gaming, but I really use my Xbox for almost everything. I watch Netflix on it. I watch movies and I play my fourth
Quise.
and everything. My PlayStation couldn't do that. So I'm really curious to see how they.
¿Cómo vergas no va a poder?
OS of the system.
¿No se puede?
Está meco.
Snappier and faster,
Según yo, sí,
to
güey.
switch between games on the fly.
Yo creo que no tiene ni una ni otra, güey.
Old games, be playing on the new
Fake
one,
news.
they talk about backwards compatibility a lot and how that's a big factor for them. And I'm curious
Sí, la
to see how
retrocompatibilidad,
far
pero
that
pues
goes and how
sí la
many
va a
games
tener,
you
güey.
can play with
Retrocompatibilidad
that
de
outside of
controles,
pushing it
güey.
stuff
Ya lo
like
dijo el Austin
Game
Evans en
Pass
su video.
now, and it's kind of a game changer because there's so many times
Muy
that I
Ah,
go
güey,
on
o sea,
and
va
I
a
don't
estar
agree,
muy
but
cerdo, güey.
Game Pass is a good way of kind of trying it out and testing it and just downloading it there and playing straight away. And I really love that aspect. So I want to see how far they push that. And xCloud, I think, is what their trump card will be this time. At least for me personally, the way I consume the media on my Xbox.
Yeah, no, I think that, as you said, the Game Pass is another big part of it. That a lot of these games now
Sí,
come
claro,
out
el Game
as
Pass.
part of Game Pass. Like Microsoft has said, kind of all their first-party titles are in Game
Of
Pass,
course, of
and that
course.
I think lets people sample more games. Right? It's no longer like you have to spend $60 to play everything. Austin, I wanted to ask you about the specs and the frame rates and all that type of stuff. You live in the world of tech and RDNA architectures and whatnot. Like, what do you think? What does that all mean to the gamers? Like, how do you think the games are going to be different, or what are the things we should look for here in ray tracing and things like that? Like,
No, está bien, así al menos me despierto, güey, antes del evento.
in some of these games.
¿Cómo?
Que está bien así, güey, el pre-show, para que me despierte, güey.
Ya conseguí el directo por Xbox, o sea, el mismo directo de Xbox, pero en español se lo voy a enviar.
Nice, nice.
It is equivalent to a very high-end gaming PC.
Remember
That's
que
something
ese
we've
disco
seen in
en
the console
general
space
te
for a
envié.
long time, right? You look at the
Remember
Xbox
eso.
One, it had good graphics, right? It was able to provide some really impressive games. You look at something like Red Dead 2 running on an original Xbox One. It's really impressive that was able to be sort of... But the thing is, this generation, with the
No
Series X,
creo.
we have not only the SSD...
No, jodas, obvio, no. Ya salió el Fortnite, ¿no? Ah, sí, el
minute load times, but a few second load times. But also you have that really powerful CPU, which is going to enable these bigger open world, sort of more interesting looking physics. And then you have on the graphics side not only sort of detailed things, and I think the higher frame rates are something that, especially as more and more TVs are developing that, the fact that people are going to really start to appreciate. But also these new features like ray tracing, right, which are just going to help ground these worlds in a much more sort of realistic sort of location. Like, I guess for me, it's more about making the console a much more complete package, right? You're not sort of sacrificing because you're playing on your PC versus your Xbox or anything. Like, you're going to be getting a very similar level of performance. And in a lot of cases, something like the Series X is going to be significantly more powerful than any other gaming device in your home.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully we're going to get to see some of that.
Se me olvidó el nombre, güey.
¿De quién, güey?
El de... El Far Away. Así era Shrek Far Away.
They show here in some way.
I was looking yesterday to see if there was anything I could think of that like they could surprise me with. I've personally been more of like PC gamer, PlayStation, so if they can surprise me and pull me into
Que veo que los
more,
ojos
like,
está bien.
Xbox exclusives, I mean Game Pass has
¿Por
been
qué,
a
güey?
game changer for me. I've been using that a lot lately.
No
So just like bringing me
O sea, güey, me excitan, güey.
Ojos, güey.
No, and that's part of what we do here.
Pásenme fotos de sus ojos, güey.
On your phone via xCloud and bringing more games to more people. So
No había visto una hembra en 30 días.
we know Halo's going to be a big focus.
Desde que empezó la cuarentena no he visto ninguna hembra.
All right. Well, thanks, Lauren, Austin, and Jack. We will see you guys later. We'll all be watching live, and we do have some special world premieres throughout this show. We've got a number. I think we've got a half dozen things we're going to show you guys over the next 45 minutes here.
No mames, yo quiero escuchar el World Premiere.
World Premiere Exclusive.
World premiere announcement. Check it out.
Ay, güey.
World Premiere. Ah, mira, güey, aquí está el juego de Square Enix, güey.
Super
Ah,
World
bueno,
Premiere.
¿Qué es eso? Es Dragon Ball, güey.
no, es Dragon Quest.
¿Ese ya había salido?
Sí, es un juego que tiene un chongo de ediciones. Y la parte de arte, güey, la hace Akira Toriyama y creo que un compa suyo, güey.
No mames.
Y se parecen muchísimo a Dragon Ball, güey. Muchísimo, muchísimo.
Dragon Ball.
Sí, güey.
Ah, no, Omar Pupeta pendejo.
Nada más pensé que tú estabas hablando japonés por un momento, güey.
Dragon Questeru era.
No, güey.
Nihongo yanda.
Entonces, Saxuri que anda. Trump 2020.
¿Por qué pone Kojima, güey? Qué pedo, güey.
Dragon Quest.
Sí, güey. Aquí no pegan mucho, güey. Pero ahí en Japón, güey, no mames, güey. ¿Cómo pega esa madre, güey?
Pero sí está muy... O sea, no se ve como... Como Jump Force, güey. Jump Force se ve muy genérico, ese se ve chido, güey.
Está chido. Pero también sí está medio largo, güey. Pero sí está chido.
Creo que nunca se había visto, nunca he visto el desierto en Dragon Ball, güey. La primera vez. Es como Pokémon.
Es como un RPG, güey. Como un tipo Final Fantasy, güey.
Pues qué mamada que quien que diga World Premiere, Halo da igual, Premiere.
Traduce Ponte un traductor, güey, porque no se entendí ni madre, güey. Te va a partir la
Sí,
cara.
güey. Dame un ratito.
Sí, güey, eso sí, güey. Por fin, güey. Porque esa madre no era de... Yo tengo entendido que Dragon Quest nada más era de PC y de Xbox, güey.
No mames, o sea, ya va a ser para todos.
Exactamente, sí, güey. Mira, este güey está...
Ah,
Uy,
bueno.
está en el Game Pass. ¿Qué pedo? Ya están
World
lanzando cosas, güey. ¿Qué
Premiere.
les pasa, güey? A ver
El
si será otro
contenido que se
juego.
presenta a continuación es bastante estricto, pues recomendamos recomendación.
There you go,
Recomendación.
Dragon Quest coming for the first
Dirección.
time to
Alright.
Xbox, and now we get right into another world premiere. This is a brand new game announcement.
Es un juego nuevo de Square
a
Enix.
smaller team and studio that has
¿Y por qué se bajó la calidad?
today on the pre-show, so take a look at this.
World Premiere.
Ah, no, joder, güey. Joder, tío, ¿qué es eso? No es Crisis, güey.
Sí, güey.
No, yo creo que es algo nuevo, o sea, que es un juego nuevo.
Es un juego nuevo de Square Enix, güey.
No, se ve perro, ¿eh?
No mames, güey. Yo siento que ese va a ser no Crisis, güey. Se ve mejor que el Crisis Remaster.
Está chido, güey.
Está bastante chido, la verdad.
Sí, se ve chido, güey. ¿Qué pedo?
¡Hola, verga, güey!
Hola, ese güey está volando en un cohete, güey. Plot twist es un Battle Royale, güey. Ay, güey, sale un dragón, güey. Holy shit.
Estamos fumados, me gustan los juegos fumados, güey.
Exiomeca.
Beta soy. Ah, es que se la beta disponible, güey.
All right, that's Exomecha, a brand new free-to-play game coming
Y
Free
se-
to play, güey.
2021.
Ah, es Battle Royale.
We do have more new games.
No,
some
claro.
cool stuff. We've got something very cool to wrap up the pre-show as our last premiere that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So stick around, and of course, at the top of the hour, we're going to get a look at a lot of the first-party games from Microsoft, including the world gameplay debut of Halo Infinite. Right now, though, we're going to turn to our second panel to preview what we're hoping, all our hopes and dreams for Xbox today. Joining me first off is Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps. Aaron, you ready for blanks?
Oh, dude, you're way ahead of me, brother. I was all like,
Ya puso un tweet el Phil Spencer, güey.
I was going to say, you've been waiting
¿Qué?
all summer for
¿Qué
this
pusiste?
moment. Well, the time's
El Phil
here.
Spencer ya puso un tweet, güey, que está
Good to have
está
you
emocionado, güey.
here. We've got Danny O'Dwyer from,
O sea, que no es lo mismo como en el...
How you doing?
En su tiempo, porque está feliz.
Dame Mod.
Uy. Pero según yo ya tienes mod.
Akarai Yasoy Mod.
Así es. Pinche Charlie, ya eres mod, güey. Report.
Simón.
Back to Time Sweeper, right? That's clearly the closer of the show, right? You must know something. And finally, we've got Alana Pierce joining us. Hey, Alana.
Hey, how you doing?
Alana Pierce,
I'm
güey.
doing great. All right, you're all chipper. We're ready to go. This is Xbox Day. Gonna be hopefully some excitement.
No mames, su silla, güey.
With what Xbox has
Está
in
mamón.
store. So we joked about
Su silla, what the
Xbox
fuck.
has a lot of franchises, a lot
Me
of
gusta.
history in
¿Dónde la
gaming
compró?
over the past 20
Es la
years.
Titan, güey, de Cyberpunk.
The same question I had for the last panel.
Tira Spencers.
What are your hopes? What are your expectations? What do you want to see?
No sé quién putas es,
from
la verdad.
Xbox in this
O
next
sea, sí sé
year?
quién es, obviamente, pero no me aparece en Twitter.
They've got a
¿Quién,
lot
güey?
of
¿La
good
morra?
stuff and, you know,
No,
starting
Phil
with
Spencer.
games.
No, jodas,
Ah,
que
no,
me quiero verga.
aparece como Xbox P3, güey.
Beyond that, what else can we do for you?
Ya te lo pongo en mi stream.
honest, man. I want to know what the heck's going on with Exo Mecha, because that, like,
Ya.
I was
Dragon
really
Quest. Ya
excited
está
about that.
hypeado.
Holy
Got some
crap.
Transformer action.
That appealed to, like, my 80s, early 90s culture.
Oh.
It's just big silver robots punching each other, and there's a robot dragon, I guess, that breathes fire. Great, I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, so Exo Mecha clearly at the top of the pile. They've already won you over, Danny. You know, you visit a lot of studios around the world when we can. Hear about
Ese güey se me hace conocido, ¿no se le forza, güey?
stories. No clip, you do some incredible
No vi
El
cuál
AR
fue
Gaming.
güey.
From your perspective, like, what does Xbox have to do today? What do you want to see in
¿Qué
this?
tiene que hacer, güey?
Well, we've had
A ver.
Microsoft, doing a lot of acquisitions over the past couple of years, and a lot of studios that were sort of working on games, perhaps, or working on smaller games for them. So I think what I'm excited for today is for a bunch of those studios to maybe show something off. So one studio we visited earlier this year was Obsidian, who were working on Grounded. They've been acquired by Microsoft in the interim, or just prior to that. So I'm interested to see if we'll see what everyone hopes, which is a big budget Obsidian role-playing game. That's kind of on my top list of things I'd like to see. And then the other one is what's happened to Fable. Obviously, in the past couple of
Fable, güey. No lo creo.
there's a lot of rumor that Playground, who work on the Forza series, may have sort
Eso
of
me- no, como para que-
on that.
bueno.
It's been rumored that they've been working
Okay.
on some sort of open world role-playing game as well.
Hmm.
So
¿Qué
those are
dijo,
kind of the
joven?
two that I'm
No.
to see. And just anything else from the rest of their acquisitions, like Double Fine. I'm sure they're not a small team, so I'm sure they're not
Me que ese micro está chido.
projects, but you never know. Maybe they're an early concept phase on something.
No, I think RPGs is a great genre, right? Where it's like Xbox has done lots of action games, but doing RPG stuff, I think, is an opportunity for them to show some great.
¿Te imaginas de que ahora mismo ahí, güey, ese pendejo tenga el de que un control de play al fondo?
No pasa nada, güey. De hecho, la que habló antes dijo que era fanática de PlayStation. Bueno, no fanática, pero sí era usuaria de PlayStation.
¿Quién? ¿La Lana
Y
Pierce?
de computadora. Ajá, la de la primera.
No, I'm kidding. I love Fable. I really want a new Fable. Like Danny said, it's rumored that Playground Games are working on it, and I buy that rumor. They hired a lot of people from a lot of studios known for making really big games, including Rockstar.
Rockstar.
And Guerrilla. So I really want to see Fable. I love that world, and I feel like there's something so pleasant about a British RPG, like the humor captured in the original Fable game. I just loved so much, and obviously Peter Molyneux would no longer be attached, so that.
Nunca jugué Fable, güey.
No, güey, yo tampoco, güey. Fueron como que los primeros que salieron para el Xbox 360, güey. Los primeros juegos del 360.
I also love Perfect Dark, but to get away from games hype, I really want to know more about xCloud. I'm kind of hoping that we know a little bit about xCloud and what they're planning to do with that in the future after that Game Pass announcement, which is super exciting. So those are my big three.
No, I think you're right. There's such an interesting story there around what's happening with Xbox Live, with Game Pass, this idea of, having the, a subscription sort of approach, right? Versus buying $60 games time and again. It seems like part of Microsoft's approach is, very Netflix-like, and that you're going to sort of get all these games, all this content, and that'll mean big games, but also, potentially smaller games that people are more likely to sample.
Güey, el Gear 5 desde que salió, güey, en el Ultimate Game Pass, güey. Ahí está, güey. O sea.
That, there'll be some stuff for the super core gamers, but maybe some stuff that's a little broader in its appeal too. Let's talk about Halo. They've done a very good job over the past week hyping everyone up around, Master Chief's return. Seems like a spiritual reboot in a way of Halo. I mean, we saw the kind of key art, the box art yesterday, which was like very reminiscent of the original.
Ay, está el pan, está el pan.
We know we're going to see the campaign today. We saw, I think it was last year at E3, we saw kind of we've actually the past two E3, we saw kind of teaser assets for Infinite. Originally, we saw sort of an in-game, or at least rendered in engine. What do you guys?
Derecha arriba, güey, si va a quedar de risa, güey. Está por la boca nada más.
Legendary franchise. I think there's a big opportunity here for them, but it's a very competitive space with first-person action games right now. What do you want to see in a new Halo? What will convince you that Halo's back on top?
Que salga en PC, güey.
More Chief, less Lock. That's my number one.
¿Por qué hacen tanto lock, güey? O sea,
So too. I feel like that's something that they've really focused on, and I know that they got a lot of criticism for the story.
güey, yo nunca odié lock, güey, de hecho. gusta mucho el
really
personaje,
well,
güey.
it got pushed a little bit because they reworked the narrative
Pero,
after people
pero
were
¿qué
so
pedo? ¿Quién
upset
toca
about the
esta
lock-on
perra
bonus
ahora?
of the last game.
Ay, no voy a abrir, güey. Se va a
Halo's an
quemar
interesting
quien
one
sea.
in that I don't want it to shift too far from classic Halo because that's sort of been with me my whole life. But I would also, same token, like a story like an ODST. I really liked the way that that was told. I feel like that's really unlikely, but I want a groundbreaking story. I want something that kicks me in the feels like Reach did or like ODST did. But with the lore and the nerdiness of probably a Halo 2, just as long as it keeps with me the whole
Chingados
way,
toca, güey,
I'm gonna
aguanta.
be good though.
Yes, as you said, a focus on Master Chief in terms of the style of gameplay. Danny, we see kind of first-person games going in different directions. Co-op with other sort of aspects to it. The sandbox style of Halo is something that I think people really like. The skirmishes and whatnot in the gameplay. Do you think does that still hold up in 2020, or what do you when you see this demo or gameplay footage? What are you going to be looking for that's going to cue to you like Halo's back?
Yeah, I think that's the big sort of question on this. When we first saw Infinite, it was around the time that big sort of shift into games as a service was happening, where games like The Division and, I mean, Destiny is obviously the sort of most obvious one. We're turning into these platforms that we're getting catered to with new content over and over and over again. And obviously the word Infinite sort of implied something along those lines. So I'm really interested to see, Halo when it first came around, and then when it had its sort of like soft reboot in a way with Halo 3, it's sort of like re-emergence. I feel like it was very much a game that was pushing both single player and multiplayer, and also just a lot of interconnectivity with different types of modes and stuff. So it's always been on this sort of bleeding edge of like gameplay
I am
design.
back.
And the other side of it that I'm really interested in is just how the Slipspace engine works, because they've had access to the hardware, or they've known what the hardware was going to be like longer than anyone. So
No suena a mí.
really, we always look at the Forzas as the beautiful showcases for new hardware, but I think in the same way, whatever we see from that gameplay is
Mi
gonna give
computadora,
us
güey, por alguna
a
razón
indication
decide
as to
despegar, güey.
how good
No sé
games
si son
can
los
look on the system.
ventiladores, no.
No.
No, güey.
That's a great point. I
Aquí
think
no
you
se
said
escucha.
this is hopefully going to be the high bar of what we can look for visually in terms of gameplay and the experience with it. Aaron, are you much of a Halo guy besides the Blink skin or something like that? What's going to convince you that this is the first person action game to get?
Well, for me, Halo's always all been about multiplayer, right? So like, I was never huge for the single player campaigns. I always played online, always played with friends. And the thing that I really hope is that there's sort of like a dedication to the old style of Halo, right? Like, I feel like every game nowadays is like heroes this, heroes that. And I love Overwatch, but
El multiplayer de Halo 3 estaba... Bueno, no sé, güey, no el multiplayer, el sistema de rank estaba muy breve.
Nunca lo vi, güey, pero... Ahí estaba jugando Halo 3, güey. Pero estaba pensando en jugar Halo 3 y no había nada interesante, güey. Pero está bien, güey, ya nos falta media hora.
I'll take a re-release of Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, I did like Halo 5 multiplayer. I was actually okay with that. I am just more scared about kind of what you said, Danny, that they're going to Destiny-ify the single-player campaign, which is a very profitable thing to do. So I get why studios want to do that, but I'm scared.
Yeah, no,
Mami, está bien pesado su acento, la morra esta, güey.
It sounds like they're talking about campaigns. I don't know if we're even going to get much on the multiplayer. So you said how that's all going to.
¿Por qué el vato pestañea?
Kind of explain what it is, right? And that's part of the thing with these streams sometimes.
Porque no son CGI, güey, como en PlayStation, güey.
About like, well, what is this? What are we actually seeing? Is that a co-op? Is that single player? So we will have Aaron Greenberg from Xbox is going to join us afterwards.
5 segundos.
Some of what we see, and hopefully we'll get some information.
Una persona, güey.
Nos das de cuenta ahora, ¿verdad?
No mames, todos pestañamos casi.
Parece, mira. A ver, ¿dónde está? Ahorita estaba pendiente.
But the one thing we do know is that Halo Infinite is going to be there, and we've got the countdown clock up there as well, so you guys can wait with us. But we've got much more to talk about.
Ya pusieron el timer, güey.
We've got an update on a game that is coming out later this year. You just saw it at Ubisoft Forward. Here's a new look at Watch Dogs Legion.
¿Por qué queremos hacer Watch Dogs otra vez, güey? No mames.
Ladies and
No, que según su stream va a ser en 4K, güey. No, pues wow.
Minecraft 2, ¿ahora recuerdas?
Sí, van a lanzar Minecraft, güey, con Ray Tracing.
Ojo, güey, si sacan un Detroit Become Human.
Nunca fue ese madre, güey.
Güey, si sacan un Detroit Become Human, güey, neta, va a estar muy cabrón. No jodas que si Detroit Become Human, güey. No, no jodas. No creo.
The Kellys have got a human organ black market. No, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? The government's literally letting Albion shoot us in the street.
You need to
No creo que...
recruit anyone in the whole city. And I really mean anyone. Genius hackers.
Son Detroit Become Human.
Idiots. Everyday people with something to fight for. And something unique to offer. The right person for the job. Or the ones you least expect.
The city needs a resistance.
Tiene muy pocas gráficas para ser Detroit.
Sí, creo que...
Pues yo creo que está bien, güey. A mí ya no mintieron como en el primer juego, güey. Yo prefiero estos gráficos de Grand Theft Auto 5, güey. Que anden troleando, güey.
Tiene pocas gráficas, pero es que sí sean como si fuera.
Verga, güey. Chances este lo hacen como con online, güey. Chances son. 29 de octubre.
All right, well, as we've mentioned quite a few times, we are going to get a first look at the campaign of Halo Infinite, and I asked a friend of mine
¿Has Watch Dogs, no?
Sí, güey. Ahorita que según van a hacer la campaña del Halo Infinite. A ver qué tal.
Created quite a stir with all his
No, no está.
gaming and gameplay back in the day. So
Personalization.
let's hear from Ninja about what he
Ah, mira,
wants
está
to
el
see
ninja, güey.
in a brand new Halo.
Easy clap.
Easy clap.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm excited to see what Xbox has in store. And here's what I want out of Halo. In Halo Infinite, you can just give us a incredible campaign.
O sea, este idiota, güey, lo invitan, o sea, una de las personas más icónicas de la industria hoy en día lo invita a participar y toma un video así, güey. Pendejo.
It works. And just really amazing, iconic maps. I feel like a lot of people loved the Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3 maps that came out. It felt so fun, whether it be super bouncing from Halo 2,
Siempre chido, güey.
beating all the weapons off and learning all that in Halo 1.
Ninja. Oh.
It was just something so incredible. Played all of them. I loved them all. And with Halo Infinite, you can just get that down, get some of those things down, right? Give us amazing weaponry, right? Weapon gameplay. Like the Halo 1.
Es que ese güey fue, creo que pro player de Xbox, perdón, de el Halo, güey, en su momento.
And I'm just excited to see what they have in store, man.
Awesome. Well, we'll see how much of that comes true, hopefully, at the top of the hour when we get a look at Halo Infinite. Thanks to Ninja for joining us on the show. Now it is time to get to another world premiere, a net new game that you haven't heard about. And this one comes from my home country, my home province of Ontario, Canada. I saw this and got excited about just a brand new game from a smaller studio that you haven't heard about, but I think looks pretty cool. Check out this world premiere.
World premiere. A ver.
Sacrificio.
Güey, se ve chido, güey.
Parece güey.
Es el Minecraft 2, güey.
Tengo que...
Voy por un juguito ahorita.
No, esas armas, esas mecánicas ya no van hoy en día, güey, son demasiado lentas.
Definitely some Stranger Things vibes to that one. Echo Generation with the hockey smash. They're exciting. All right, now it's time to get to another world premiere. Check this out. Oh wait, we got YouTube creators first of all. Sorry, I get so excited. I think there are more world premieres coming. We do have more coming. Don't worry. But right now, actually, we're going to hear from a number of YouTube creators around the world to hear what they're looking forward to from Xbox. Hopefully at the top of the hour. So let's check this out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Garu and I'm a content creator on YouTube, and today I'm so much excited for this Xbox event because with this we are gonna get ourselves the brand new Halo stuff. And I used to play Halo back in 2011 and 2012, and I just used to spend hours and hours making a map on Halo 3 than actually playing the game. Me and my friends, we used to be like, okay, let's just put that over there, let's put this over there, and literally we used to come back from school and we used to mess around with maps and all that stuff. And it just used to be a fun game in general. Can anyone forget about the skulls? Like, we used to have to like go ahead and collect them. Like, I can go in for hours on Halo, okay? Because with those skulls, we could actually go ahead and try out different stuff. And there just used to be so many variations in the game on its own. There used to be co-op, there used to be 1v1, King of the Hill, Juggernaut, and so many game modes in general. So I'm super excited for the brand new release of this game, because especially for content creators out there, there's gonna be so much stuff to make content on. Especially, you know, there's gonna be campaign, and plus if you guys make content on multiplayer, we can go on replay file on theater mode and capture some cool moments that we actually had in the game. So I really wish in the brand new Halo we get ourselves the co-op game mode with that, you know, the 1v1 still remains, and all the fun game modes that we used to have in Halo 3. I still wish those still remain, because that will definitely bring back a lot of memories. So yeah, my name is Garu, and hopefully you guys are excited for this brand new game and for the event. Peace out.
Hey guys, Middle Jesus here. Now, I vividly remember buying my very first Xbox. I have it right here. It is the beautiful, translucent Halo Edition Xbox. When I first saw this machine, I absolutely fell in love with it. So ahead of its time, and so many great AAA games as well as hidden gems. And then when it came time for the Xbox 360, well, this was my machine of choice right here. I have the special edition E3 2005 faceplate on here. And check this out. This was back when you had to have an external Wi-Fi adapter.
Yo sí recuerdo eso, güey.
Man, I have so many great memories of playing awesome games on this. Now, when it comes to the Xbox One, I'll admit I was a bit late to the party on that one, but I eventually did pick up the Xbox One X. You see the Gears edition here, and I have to say I was blown away by this. It's excellent hardware, and the games are absolutely amazing on it. And so, from what I've seen so far of the Xbox Series X, it appears that Microsoft's going all in on powerful hardware and performance, plus they've added a bunch of first-party developers over the last couple of years, and there is that awesome backwards compatibility, which is important for collectors like me. So, yeah, I definitely think it's going to be pretty cool, and I want to learn more.
Hola, amigas, amigos, yo soy Antrax. Wow.
No, pues sí se ve quién es.
¿Qué recuerdos tengo con este título, con este juego? Hizo mi infancia la más divertida de todas. Recuerdo que con el Halo 3 la campaña me la pasé en todos los modos posibles, en solitario y con amigos. El modo en línea, una chulada, lo mejor del mundo.
No, pues sí, güey. Qué específico es, güey.
Lloré con la campaña, las cinemáticas son perfectas. Con Halo 4 recuerdo que en mi primer trabajo entré a trabajar para poder pagar el juego. Y entonces eso me ha causado una gran felicidad todo el tiempo con Halo. Es un juego que hizo mi infancia, mi adolescencia, y estoy seguro que lo voy a jugar hasta que me muera. Y lo que se viene con este nuevo título, nueva entrega, estoy seguro que va a ser lo mejor.
Hey, Summer Game Fest audience, Lamar Wilson
Ese güey sí
here,
es
and
chido,
here are
güey.
the 5 games that I'm looking forward to them announcing today. So the first one is Halo Infinite. Now, I came into Halo late with Halo 5. I know. But I loved it so much and I can't wait to see what's next. Then there's a new game from Rare called Everwild. It just looks amazing and breathtaking. I have no idea what the game's about, but I want to see it. Number 3, I definitely want to see a Gear 6. This is going to be a game really about revenge and taking the horde
Este
out
güey
at
también
the
lo quiere ver
center
Gear
of the
6.
World War, hopefully for the final time. Now, number 4, since we're talking about Gears, why not a Lego's Gear Saga? You know, they did the Funko Pop thing on mobile, but what about Lego? Like, I would actually like to play that, so they need to announce that today. Now, finally, Cuphead 2. I know. Now, Cuphead 1 tore me a new one. It's one of the most unforgiving games ever, but for some reason, I just want more. Why do I want more? Man, am I crazy? Yes. Yes, I am.
Lamar, fully decked out his Xbox gear, ready for the show. And it was so cool to have gamers from around the world joining us from India and Mexico and obviously here in the United States because
Me hubieran puesto a mí, güey. Pinche pendejo ese güey. Sabrá quién verga así, no digo pura pendejada.
People are watching all around the world. So I want to say hello to everyone watching this special event where hopefully we're all just going to be excited about games as we watch through it. And the stream is coming up in about 18 minutes. You can watch it live right here on this feed. We're going to go right into it. And then immediately afterwards, we've got our exclusive post show with guests, some of the developers featured in the showcase, and Aaron Greenberg from Xbox will be joining us to answer questions. And we'll also have some creators join us as well to grade, see how Xbox did based on our expectations. And we'll also do a poll on Twitter, so make sure to vote on that. But right now, it's time to another world premiere. This is a sequel to a game that if you watch YouTube Let's Plays and YouTube gaming videos, you've probably seen. Check this out.
Fortnite.
No, el del vecino, güey.
Soft Types. Soft Types, probablemente. Ah, no, Hello Neighbor. Sí, Hello Neighbor.
Sí, el vecino, güey.
Me da miedo.
Ojo, güey. ¿Por qué sí es tan interesante, güey?
Yo me guaché un speedrun de este juego, güey. Está bien cagada, güey.
¿Neta?
Sí, güey.
¿Está bueno?
Es como de puzzles, güey.
Me parece muy chido, güey.
No digo,
¡Oh, que te cojo! ¡Oh, que te cojo!
Bueno, mames, tiene cámaras como el Rainbow Six.
Holy shit. Holy shit, 2 drones.
Ya ves.
Oye, ¿cómo puso secuela dentro de su casa? Holy shit. Oye, de que aparezca atrás, güey. Justo cuando te has dado la vuelta ya aparezca.
Verga, voy a agarrar la cámara el pájaro, güey.
No mames. Valió pito.
Sí, güey.
Tienes que escapar de él, güey.
Métete en la hoguera, güey. Se ve bien verga, güey.
Sí está chido, sí está chido.
Es actuar rápido, ¿sí, no?
Sí, tienes que actuar muy rápido. Oye, tengo... No mames. Es que si la asusta bien cabrón, güey. Ojo. Ojo que te cojo.
Oh, sí, güey.
Ojo que te cojo. Qué pedo, como que... Puto. Falta que aparezca allá abajo como se tire, ¿sabes?
Hola, güey, está abriendo la puerta, güey.
Está chido. ¡Oh, la verga!
Ese güey está persiguiendo bien loco, güey.
Ojo que te cojo.
Uy, ya lo agarró, güey.
Está chido.
2021, Smart Delivery. No, pues sí, güey.
Está chido.
El pájaro es tu tío, güey. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
There it is. Hello, Neighbor 2. And
mucho la vecina.
Este juego sí me lo compraría. Chido.
Tu foto ahorita no. Me lo voy a poner, güey.
From Xbox. It's going to last almost exactly 1 hour. So there'll be an hour showcase in 15
Ay, no mames, 15 minutos, güey. No puedo creer hype, güey. Estoy tratando de controlarlo, neta, güey.
Pues a ver, a mí me bajaron el hype este pre-show, güey, pero a ver.
Ya despertaste, güey. Esto es modo foco, güey. Modo high.
No, todavía no, güey. Pero, güey, ponen a gente, güey. Ponen al mexicano, ponen a otro vato, güey. Y en vez de que digan algo chido, güey, pura cosa general. Dijo, está chido el Halo, está chido el Reach. El 4 también está chido. Y el 5 va a ser, el Infinite va a ser chido. No mames.
No mames. Es que sí, como que, o sea, se pasan de verga a veces con, como mamá, o sea, la trilogía original está muy pasada de verga, pero pues el 4 y el 5 no fueron malos juegos, güey.
No,
O sea, fueron
fueron
decentes,
malos,
güey. Pero no, malos no fueron.
Sí, o sea, no tuvo la misma... O sea, el mismo hit que un Reach, que un 3, güey.
Ajá.
The Ascent.
Cranky.
Last Stop. XO1. Mames, ser un frisbee.
Ah, ese juego no ha salido, ¿verdad? ¿El de 2 Minutes? No mames, sí lo quería jugar, ya me acuerdo de la 3 pasada, güey.
El Falconir, güey. El Túnicas. Ah, se ve chido el Túnica, güey.
Ese sí, es lo que te iba a decir, güey.
Song of Iron también se ve decente, güey.
Ojo
Shredders.
con el SSX4, güey.
Si dijeran todo es exclusivo de Xbox y PC, güey, explota todo, güey. O tal vez.
No mames. Yo en Chile no soy muy fan de los exclusivos, güey. O sea, si los puedes jugar en todos lados, pues qué mejor, güey. Pero que saquen buenas cosas, güey, al fin.
12 minutos. Vámonos. Wallplay 1000.
There you go, Shredder's snowboarding game. I miss my SSX, so that one looks really good. And lots of great games coming to the ID at Xbox program. We're excited. All right, now though we have a pretty cool
Voy por mi gato, güey, que luego se desmadre en la cocina, güey.
Dale, ve por tu gato, güey.
game creator, and when I saw this and the journey he wants to take us on with this game, I was really excited and honored to have the opportunity to share this with you. So this is a bit of a longer piece, but it takes you into the world of a brand new game from a special creator in Japan. Please check this out.
Japón.
Sí, que según dijo el Phil que habló con muchos japoneses, güey.
Xbox ファンの皆様、スクエアエニックスの中井です。今日は皆様に不思議な物語をお届けに参ります。僕は現在スクエア
Balan.
バランカンパニーという新しいブランドを
Ah, sí, es la nueva compañía, güey. Ayer pusieron en su website estos vatos.
20年ぶりにタッグを組んでアクションゲームを作っています。
中さんがスクエアエニックスに行くと知った時はびっくりしました。
驚いたよ。
しかしこうしてまた一緒にタッグを組んでゲームを作れること、そして僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りとスクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽とが合わさり、誰も体験したことのない。
¿De qué me perdí, güey?
Ah, es un nuevo juego de Square Enix.
¿Waifu Infinite? O algo así, güey.
するのはアクションゲームのすべてを詰め込んだアクションゲームオブアクションゲームバランワンダーワールドです。
Balan Wonder World.
アクションゲームにミュージカルの世界観を持ち込んでボタン一つでたくさんの衣装能力を使い進んでいくゲームになります。
苦悩や葛藤、人は誰しもがポジティブな気持ちとネガティブな気持ちのバランスを保ちながら生きています。しかしそのバランスが崩れた時、あなたはバランスや悩める12人のキャストたちの進出にあなたはさまざまなアクションを駆使して進んでいきます。アクションの一つ一つが衣装
Ah, pues sí está chido, güey, pero queremos ver gameplay.
80種類を超え
Chile, güey.
衣装を次々に着替えながら各ステージに散りばめられた謎を解き、そしてネガティブな気持ちにとらわれてしまったキャストたちの心をあなたの手で 取り戻してあげてください。
本作は24言語に対応予定です。 Xbox One、さらに Xbox シリーズ X にももちろん対応し、片方のコンソールを持っていればどちらでも遊んでいただけるスマートデリバリーにも対応する予定です。世界中の皆様に 4K の最高画質で本作の世界を隅々まで楽しんでいただけます。ワンダーワールドの世界で皆様をお待ちしています。最後に今日は全世界初公開の映像も準備いたしましたので、どうぞご覧ください。It's show time.
バラン Wonderworld, a strange and mysterious land that you visit when you come to a turning point in life.
Pues sí tenemos los gráficos.
No, sí se ve bien ojete, güey. Es que se ve que está en desarrollo todavía, güey.
¿Creo?
Pero mira las texturas cómo se ven, güey. Se ve bien feo todo, güey.
Over 80 different costumes, unlocking unique actions and abilities.
Sí, tú, no sé, me siento que es como del estilo de
Como un tipo Mario, güey.
ajá, como Mario, como algo de Nintendo, güey.
Sí, güey. Si tú me lo presentas así, güey, te digo que es de Nintendo exclusivo, güey.
Dame 6 minutos, no 7.
No mames, güey. Lo que también estoy muy preocupado es que va a pasar con Forza, güey. Si no lo hacen bien, güey. Rip in peace, güey.
Pues se viene el Forza 8, güey. Estoy
Sí,
segurísimo,
bueno,
güey. Estoy segurísimo.
Si lo sacan, pero pues no pinta bien, güey. De hecho, ayer hubo mucha discusión, güey. Muchos están así como de ya. Si no lo hacen bien, es tiempo de moverse. O sea, los que faltan, güey, ya quedan como nada más 20, güey. No
¿Pero qué quieres que hagan bien en el Forza, güey?
O sea, no es que no se puede ver lo que están haciendo mal, no se puede ver que lo hagan bien
Ujú.
en un tráiler, pero, o sea, mínimo una buena presentación, pues.
Pues sí.
Que nos deja hype también.
Güey, que no te hypeen de rápido.
Pues el Gran Turismo nada más fueron, que como 2 minutos, 3 minutos. Con
No,
el
si
Ray
estoy viendo el juego
Tracing.
ya casi 8 minutos aquí, güey.
There it is, the announcement of Balan Wonderland Nights was such a special and important game to me. I want to thank Nakasan and Square Enix for sharing that world premiere announcement with us here.
La gente en el chat del otro directo, el de Xbox Gaming Showcase en español, el original de Xbox está escribiendo Free Fire.
Qué madre. Te va a partir la cara.
Minecraft, ¿no?
Te va a partir la cara, papi.
A ver, yo diría de poner la cámara, ¿no? Para ver nuestras expresiones, a ver. O sea, yo pongo mi cámara, ojalá. Se la puse. Con tu cámara, caca.
No, güey.
¿Por qué no?
No, pues, estoy bien podrido, güey. Me dormí como a las 6 de la mañana, güey.
Yo también, hace
Ya ves.
4 horas, güey.
I'm looking at this countdown for the showcase. I'm ready to
Todo
put my helmet
cricoso,
on and
güey.
get it going, but I'm like, let's talk
güey.
real quick.
I was gonna say we got 5 minutes.
Pues yo también,
Joining us also is Allegra Frank from Vox. Allegra, how you doing?
Hey, I'm really good now. Like after Balan Wonderland, I'm with Matt.
No mames, güey, mi morro.
Show for me.
We done. Yeah, no, it's nice, happy, uplifting.
La experiencia,
Ahí
güey.
va.
That was, yeah, a pretty good way to end the pre-show, and hopefully means there's even
Pues,
more
quitamos
good
este direct.
in the main show. And let's talk about this. You guys are going to join us afterwards as well to react
Y
to what we
pues vamos
see.
a
So
este.
let's kind of get the preview. Balan Wonderland, but what else? What do you guys?
Vamos.
Let me put it this way: what does Microsoft need to do to get an A for you watching this conference? So what's it going to take? Let's start with you, Matt.
Yeah. I mean, to me, we all know Halo Infinite is the big gem in their crown, right? Like, that's the piece that they're
Ah, ese güey es la Game Theorist. He visto sus videos, pero no sabía ese güey cómo era físicamente.
fan, I want to see what is the other thing that's going to get me to buy this system in particular, and if it's not a neon green skin like we saw for the earlier Xbox generation to coat that big like obelisk that you're buying with Xbox Series X, Balan Wonderland or Balan Wonder World might have sold it for me. It looks like exactly the sort of game that I need in 2020, that the world needs in 2020, and it hits me right in the nostalgia field. So I needed another killer app for this system, and that might have been it.
Wow. All right.
Sobre decirte,
already high marks. JD, what we know we're going to see Halo. Seems like you're
Creo que
sufficiently
quedan
hyped.
4:47. No, pero vete al de español. Hay que enviar aquí.
Well, I mean, obviously Halo. I would love for them to take the Halo Infinite and use it.
Pues en inglés está mal.
Halo 2 from the E3 2005 world premiere. I remember
Sí,
that.
sí,
The
están
gameplay mixed in with cutscenes. And then, I mean, I believe we talked about Fable. I believe Fable 4 would be great. I don't know if they've ever put out that last Fable. I'm not sure. I have to go back. And then for me personally, I want a new Matrix video game. I know that no one in the chat wants that, but hey, remember Enter the Matrix? That was fire. Remember that bullet time? Yo, bring me that Matrix.
Yeah, I remember that. Intersected with the movies and stuff. Yeah, all right. That's a wild prediction that we're gonna get a new Matrix. Keanu, they used Keanu last year, so you never know. Bring him back again. Allegra, I know you're excited about Balan, what they're doing. What else will it take to hype you up to an A grade in the post show?
Right. I mean, everything that's excited me in the pre-show is pretty much what I would also want in the post-show, which is interesting, sort of inventive, newer IP. Like, I'm not a big, Halo nerd or Watch Dogs or just anything with a number after it, unless it's some like bizarre number that has nothing to do with the game. Like, if it's a sequel, I'm pretty much out. But I would love to see more from Tell Me Why by Don't Nod. I would love to see some actual like gameplay and a good emphasis on that, because it really brings an interesting amount of diversity to Xbox. But in general, I like to be really surprised whether or not it's some, Final Fantasy exclusive that's making its way onto the Xbox for the first time, or just some game we've never heard of before from some small, exciting studio. I mean, that's always what wins me over. Also, Keanu Reeves, if he shows up again, I mean, that would be really great.
Hey, you never know. I think he's in Berlin filming Matrix, but hey, it's virtual, so anyone can. This thing is, this year anyone can show up, because around the world we can connect people, and it's so different to not be with you guys, with 5,000 people at the Microsoft Theater getting to see this stuff. But we are literally just about a minute away here from going live. You guys are going to join us afterwards. You've got your Master Chief helmet. And I want to thank everyone for joining us exclusively here on YouTube for the pre-show for the Xbox event. It's going to be about 2 minutes until we go. So maybe one last quick rapid fire here. JD's got his helmet on. How do you guys think they're going to open the show? What do you think the first thing is?
No tienen que abrir con Halo, güey.
Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite, sí, tienen que abrir con Halo Infinite.
Absolutely. Like, start with the big guns. They know that's what everyone's here for, and then everything else is kind of icing on the cake.
Allegra, do you agree, or do you want something weird and wacky?
It's going to be Halo, which for someone who doesn't really care about Halo, I would love, because I need a bathroom break. So.
Nintendo a Rocket League, güey, porque neta sí me encabrono arrancando a veces.
The chat just lit up. He's gonna take a bathroom.
Pues ya, güey. Ya está el evento de Xbox en Twitch.
Yeah, that's part of the fun, is that we don't know what they're gonna do, and they've been very quiet. They've just said Halo, but beyond
Y pues ya, güey, 1 minuto 20.
40 segundos, metas al español, chinga su madre.
So we said, Tell Me Why, great example. Everwild, Psycho.
Ojo, 30 segundos. No mames, voy a explotar.
¿En inglés?
En inglés todavía falta 1 minuto, güey.
No, le metes en español, güey, en español.
No mames, que Facebook ya le transmite más rápido. Faltan 30 segundos en el de Facebook.
Aquí 30 segundos, metas en
15 segundos en Xbox Twitch.
Sí, en Xbox sí, güey. Ya.
¿En Twitch? Ah, no,
Ya le di.
Ya, son 10 segundos.
Sí, ya le di, güey. Ahí está, güey.
GG.
9, 8. Pues nada.
Venga, venga, venga.
A ver, güey.
Venga, vamos.
Empiezan fuerte, güey. Empiezan fuerte, güey.
A ver, por favor, Phil. Ahí está. Holy fuck, a ver qué tal. Provisional, güey. Todavía no lo registran, güey.
No será nada. No será nada, Subas, ok.
Joder.
7. Bueno, bueno.
A ver.
Hostia.
Ojo que te cojo, güey.
Ojo que te cojo.
Ahí está el Halo, güey.
El detalle, güey. El detalle, vete a la mierda. Vete a Halo.
Es de la armadura de ese vato, güey.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now complete. Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself. Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope.
Bing, bing.
It all means nothing
¿Quién sabe, güey?
until you step inside.
Sobre ahí viene el gameplay. Con el grappling hook.
Press to start demo.
¿Qué pedo? No tengo un control, güey. ¿Cómo juego?
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right?
Güey, ni me acuerdo de la historia del Halo, güey.
Yep, this is death.
Uy, güey, está bien. Buenísimo su downgrade, güey. Buenísimo, buenísimo, güey.
No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, shit.
Para hacer Next Gen, güey, se ve muy mal, güey.
Yeah.
No, güey, se ve muy mal, güey.
No!
El Master Chief se ve chido, eso sí.
You! I can't stand this! Who you are? Breathe. No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Ya se había muerto, no, ya se había muerto el Joel, güey. No es cierto.
I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh, please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
Hay fauna, güey.
Güey, aparte ese güey está bien grandote, güey. Sobres.
Algo no me está gustando, güey.
Ah, mira los
¿Qué?
grunts.
Algo no me está gustando, güey. No sé, güey.
Hola, madre.
Siento que le falta algo.
¿Le falta qué?
Le falta algo, güey.
Sí, güey, se ve muy raro, güey. Pero a ver qué tal. Mira, ahí en el inventario tiene algo, güey, el R1, güey. Digo que es el... Digo que tiene su ganchito, el Master Chief, güey.
Es muy
A huevo, güey.
Ah,
Just Cause edición.
Halo, güey. Sí, sí, sí.
GGG fan.
Estaría chido, güey, que pudieras ir a todos los Halos, ¿no? Sí, ¿existen todos los Halos? Es que no me acuerdo, güey. Pero estaría chido que pudieras ir a todos los Halos, güey. O sea, está bien cómo está. O sea, se ve bien, está muy abierto.
Pero como que siento que está perdido el pedo, güey. O sea, ¿qué hace, güey?
Sí, güey, está abierto, güey. Y luego... A ver. ¿Cómo está peleando contra un Elite?
Es que también recuerda que es la demo. Eso es raro.
Sí, pues es lo de... Se ve bien.
Esa arma es nueva, ¿no?
O una instalación así, güey. Ahora voy a ver el chat como ya la gente perdió.
Sí, el arma esa está chida, güey. Ahí está el ganchito, güey, ya ves.
O sea, el gameplay se ve, o sea, las mecánicas se ven muchísimo mejor que Halo 5, güey. Pero el gameplay ahorita de la historia no me gusta.
Sí, no, está como que mal el approach. O sea, está bien, ¿no? Como que gráficamente dicen, mira cuánto ves, ¿no? A distancia de renderizado y así.
Pero tú no puedes llegar ahí.
Sí se ve raro, güey.
Sí, güey, se ve un poco raro. Tal vez por la eliminación, supongo yo, güey.
Tú no, bro, pero...
Como que le faltan sombras al juego, güey. O sea, como que no...
Sí.
O sea, está muy raro. O sea, es la iluminación, güey. Se ve muy raro.
Estaban cargando los shaders, güey. Está cargando el shader, güey. No lo descargaron, güey.
No lo tengo el shader, güey.
¿Qué pedo? Porque iba volando, no me dices que ese fue un bug, güey. Porque me va a caer de risa, güey.
¿Te imaginas?
El puto bronco iba caminando en el aire, güey.
Kinda looks like shit, not gonna lie, fam.
Al chile sí se ve muy raro, güey. Y siento que está mal la presentación, güey.
Sí. Gracias, Xbox.
Sí, la música está chidita, güey. Ah, mira, ahí está el gancho,
La
güey.
música siempre ha estado chidita, bueno, luego se está todo verga.
Sí, siempre ha estado verga.
One shot, one kill. No mames, Just Cause, güey.
¿Qué pedo?
¿Qué puede lanzar cosas, güey?
No me gusta el gráfico un poco.
Está bien, güey, porque los gelos son lo mismo, güey.
No va a tener ningún otro más que jalar que sí, pobre.
Todas las armas, güey, están súper diferentes, güey.
Sí.
¿Cuántos años dijo que era, güey?
¿Qué pedo?
¿Cuántos años habían dicho que era después? ¿105 o cuántos años?
5 años, creo.
Ah, 5 años.
¿Más este es después de Halo 5?
No sé, güey. Supongo.
Sí, después de Halo 5.
¿En qué acaba el 5, güey? Nunca...
Se supone que este güey es el Atriox, güey. El güey más malo de Halo.
El malo, el verga.
Ajá, el malo más malo, güey.
Uf.
Pues está bien raro, güey, porque en la trama, güey, pues estaban dando en la madre con los Forerunner, güey. O sea, el pedo principal era los Forerunner, güey.
A huevo, ya cagaron el lore, güey, desde ahorita. Gracias.
Yo nunca vi el lore, güey, de cómics ni eso, güey. Pero.
O sea, está despegado totalmente del lore, güey. Está bien raro, güey.
Te digo que ya lo cagaron desde ahorita, güey. Easy clap. Pendejo, cúrate, a la verga.
No está bien que salga el pinche Thanos, güey, pero. Como que les faltó más aquí gameplay, más pesadón, güey.
Que se ve bien raro, güey. Me siento perdido, güey. O sea, no sé qué está pasando, güey.
This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both.
No mames, güey. Tiene texturas de Skyrim. Beta, la verga, güey.
No sé qué.
Bare your fangs.
Team Fortress edición Halo, güey.
Ok, retrasado, güey.
Sí, güey, basta, sí, güey, tienes mucha razón, güey. Seguramente se ha retrasado, güey. Hubieran dicho, güey, que está en work in progress, que está en beta o algo así, güey, pero se ve muy mal, güey.
Sí, güey, le falta mucho, güey.
We hope you enjoyed
No,
your first
nos
look at
gustó,
Halo Infinite's
compañero,
campaign.
nos
No,
gustó.
güey,
I'm
¿cómo puede
incredibly
estar parados de
proud
esta
of the team at
basura, güey?
343, and we're thrilled to share
Sabe,
a
siento
hint
que
of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of
Me
Master
siento
Chief's
tapado,
journey.
puta madre.
This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take
Estuvo
full
muy mal la
advantage of
presentación,
Xbox
güey.
Series X.
Yeah.
Bigger battles,
O sea, hubiera sido
epic
más aquí,
vistas,
más
more
cinemática,
complex
güey,
visual
¿no?
effects, displayed with 10 times the processing
Ajá,
power
güey,
per
que vi que
pixel
en la historia,
of Halo
güey.
Aquí
5.
peleando en.
This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more
O sea,
about Halo
literalmente
Infinite in the coming
estaba el
months,
pedo
including the first
era
look at
que Cortana iba a
multiplayer.
activar todos los
And now,
anillos, güey.
please enjoy a
Y de
glimpse of
repente
what
ese
others in the
partiendo la
Xbox
madre
Game
con
Studios
Bruce,
family have been
what the
working on.
fuck.
Gracias.
También era que había llegado, creo que se esfuerza, güey.
No.
No, este es el
No
multiplayer,
se ve
güey.
como Forza, pero.
Ah, no,
GG.
mames, se ve mejor, güey.
Ah,
Sí, se
no,
ve
¿qué es
mejor.
esto, güey? State of Decay, güey, o algo así.
The Last of Us Part 3, güey.
The Last of Us 3, exactamente, güey. Xbox Edition, güey.
Ah, güey.
Es el DLC, güey.
A huevo, güey. ¿Qué pedo y por qué grita? What the fuck?
Se bajó,
Que
güey.
te vale la verga, güey.
Güey, se ve mejor este juego que el Halo, güey. No mames, qué pedo.
Ya sé, güey. ¿Qué es?
O sea, este juego, quizá qué juego sea, güey, pues se ve mejor que el Halo, güey.
Me siento más ubicado en la historia en esta madre, güey, que con el de Halo, güey.
Pero Halo ya tenía fecha, güey, de lanzamiento.
No, güey, no tiene fecha. Es la primera vez que presentan Halo Infinite.
Ah,
O
pues.
sea, cualquier cosa del Halo.
¿Qué madre sigue en alfa? La verga.
Oye, si no lo alinean bien con la trama de Halo 5, o sea, va a explotar y para la mar. Se supone que había llegado o sea, ya se iban a cargar iban a cargar la pinche tierra, güey, y es como lo más importante de la humanidad, güey, y literalmente ya no hay nada de eso en Halo Infinite.
Y esa verga, ¿qué es? Es el. Ah, el Decay.
Ya, güey, State of Decay, güey. ¿Ya ven? Soy un mago de esto, güey.
Güey, siento que van ustedes atrasados, güey. Not gonna lie.
Sí, güey. Pues quién sabe si se puedan recuperar, ¿eh? Ahí está Phil Spencer.
Xbox Game Showcase. Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox Game Studios.
Ahí está el Forza, güey.
¡Forza! ¿Ve esas gráficas?
Ahí está el
What
Forza.
you'll see today is how
Sí,
Xbox
gráficas.
Game Studios
No quiero
are
que me
harnessing
agarre
their
bien,
passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can
A huevo,
play
güey.
every
Dice
game you
clap.
see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. We've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console, and we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10.
Turn 10, no, es el de Forza, güey.
Forza, güey.
Ahí va Forza, sí.
No mames.
Xbox Series X
Forza.
is bringing them
Ah, sí se ve bien
Ah,
verga,
qué
güey.
perro, güey.
with ray
No
tracing,
mames.
No jodas con
Ray
esto,
tracing,
güey.
güey.
all
No mames.
at 60 frames per second.
A 60, a ver.
The trailer you're about to see was captured completely
World
in
premiere.
engine.
A ver. Hazme vomitar Phil Spencer, por
A
favor.
ver, ahí va.
World premiere.
World Premiere.
Uy,
Todos son de Xbox Game Studios,
qué
güey.
graficazos.
Nice, nice, nice. Mira ese Ray Tracing, papá.
No mames, no jodas, qué pedo con eso, güey.
No.
Oh, no, vete a la vida.
¡Oh, la verga, güey! ¡Güey!
No mames, este me está gustando más, güey.
No mames.
Se ve muy verga, güey. Muy,
Sí,
muy
se ve
verga.
chido, güey.
Pito, güey, qué pedo.
Nah, se ve muy chingón, güey.
Una carrera monoplaza para los eSports.
Ya ves.
Forza Motorsport.
8 Pinocho, güey.
Y es reboot, güey. Es un reboot.
No, pues está bien, güey. Se puede número.
Raider.
Rare.
Ya, nomás me van a dar eso. Chinga tu madre.
Güey,
No,
¿te imaginas que saquen Conker de nuevo, güey?
A los gráficos.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share.
Está chido ese juego, güey.
Se ve bonito, güey.
Sí, güey.
Se ve como los Honkai Impact o como Genshin.
Ujú.
Se ve muy MMO, güey, de PC.
Así es. Un sapo, güey, qué
It
pedo.
teaches us to look beyond the expected.
What the fuck?
To be a light in
Está
dark
chido, güey. Salvas
places.
animales. Yo quiero jugar eso, güey.
To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world.
No, se va a morir el venado.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Avatar, la leyenda de Aang.
Loki se ve verga.
Se ve verga, sí, güey. Sí, también le hace falta nuevas IPs, güey. Así como Sony va a tener nuevas IPs, también Xbox debe tener nuevas IPs, güey. A ver, Everwild. Xbox X y Windows PC. Rare, el estudio de Rare.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just
Me voy a poner el
be
que es en inglés, güey, porque el español
It's a
está muy
place to
pitero.
be eternal. And eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through
Chale.
nature and connects every living thing. The team here at Rare
Lo
are
único que me
so
queda es
excited to be working on
Racing
something like
conmigo.
Everwild. and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah.
Ese juego es mejor que el Halo, güey. ¿Qué pedo? Gráficamente.
It doesn't matter.
Güey, es que es neta, güey.
No, ahí sí, gráficamente no creo.
En el shader sí se ve más verga, güey, no te mames.
Mira, güey, se ve más chido, güey.
Es que yo no estaba viendo ese, güey. Como me medio tú.
Gracias, Team Fortress. Me lleva la verga, putos montoneros de unidades. ¿Dónde verga está? Puta madre, güey.
¿Estás jugando Charlie?
Estoy echando del Star Wars.
Ahorita se arma el lolcito, güey.
Hold on.
Sí, hasta que termine esto.
Y es que en un rato voy por mi waifu, güey. Y ahí te regreso a mi campaña.
Ahora,
güey. GG, fam, you already know. Ya le damos. A huevo, me chinga el puto Boba Fett.
Oye, ¿aguanta este juego? ¿No ya había salido?
Se ve como Life is Strange, ¿no?
Ajá, güey, pero se llama...
¿No es el 3?
No. No, según yo este es el suicidio de Marianne, creo. Algo así, había un juego llamado así, güey.
A la verga, güey. Ya está muy deep este pedo, güey.
Creo, güey. Porque hay un juego, pero no sé si sea este, güey, o es otro nuevo, güey.
No, bro.
No, me neither, fam.
No, sí se ve diferente. Pero sí se ve como Life is Strange. Tell me why. No, es como la rola, güey. Tell me why.
Xbox X, Xbox One, Windows PC, Chapter 1, 27 de agosto, el mes que viene. No se ve mal.
Nice. Ahora van a hacer pagar por capítulos.
Moon.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We are now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power,
Yo lo que está escribiendo en el grupo de Messenger, tú, tranqui.
with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
Ah, pues chido, ¿eh? And the Wall of the Wisps.
Eso es muy divertido, güey.
¿Cuál, güey?
Lo que están pasando, güey. Se ve low-key Gucci.
Este es el que ya había salido, güey. Outer Space.
Full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking downright unruffled today.
With the right kind of case,
they wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
Can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword.
Esa madre está en el Game Pass, güey.
Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one.
¡Ah, déjenme ir, hijos de puta!
What will you find on Gorgon?
Sí, güey, el Hour Wars.
This unit cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
9 de septiembre. Ok. Are you winning, son?
No, that.
No mames, ahora la exploradora, güey.
If you're waiting,
Finally, some quality shit games.
I know, fam.
of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk.
LOL.
But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered.
Mames, güey, bichos. La película.
Dice el bicho al puertorriqueño, güey, se va a cagar de lisa, güey.
El bicho, madre mía, el bicho.
This summer, strive together.
No mames, ¿qué?
Mámame el bicho. Huéleme el
Or
bicho.
just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
Ahí se ve chido, güey.
¿Por qué todo se ve más interesante que Halo, güey?
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office.
Espero que el error nada más haya quedado en la presentación y no en el juego, porque sí
It's the
me...
first of two planned story
Sí me voy a
expansion
sacar
packs
mucho
for the
pedo.
Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
World premiere.
Come on.
We have always known war. It forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and kings. And
No
decimated
mames, no
our
juego.
foes.
Ah, me lleva la verga, güey.
Now our oaths are lost, forsaken. And you must face the monsters our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Ah, Bogwest.
A Bowet, ajá.
What the fuck that shit looks like shit, fam.
No están mostrando nada, güey.
Nada. About.
About.
Avowed is an
Nada, pinche
expansive
about.
first-person RPG
About, güey.
set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined
Esa madre ya
Xbox
huele a
Game
downgrade,
Studios,
güey.
they
Mhm.
told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed
RPGs para
RPGs,
consola, nice.
this is Obsidian at their
Bien
best.
No están mal,
pensado.
güey, pero...
El único bueno RPG, güey, chido, que sí sea MMO, el poderosísimo Blade and no, Black Desert.
Always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry.
El de fama, regreso al rato, güey. No sé
Sobre
cómo
eso.
a lo lento.
Sobre,
Interior
güey.
Night to
Cuidan, fam. Bye bye.
Sobres, bye, me avisas.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate
Pero eso me
about
sueño.
interactive storytelling because when you play a story,
No mames, güey.
you step into the character's
Sí están fanboyando muy cabrón en el
their
grupo. Vale,
fears,
ver.
their hopes, their conflicts firsthand, and in the process.
¿Pero por qué, güey? Si no ha pasado nada, güey.
Es que estamos en un grupo de usuarios de Xbox, güey, y están diciendo, oh, no mames, güey, Halo, qué de puta madre.
El Halo se vio súper raro, güey.
Güey, Kevin, no llevas ni 3 meses en computadora, güey, déjame mamar.
¿Quién, güey?
Ese güey ya es como de, son de consola, güey. No lleva ni 3 meses, güey. En computadora.
World Premiere.
Fortune, smile and fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now, cannot wait. Don't wanna look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
¿Por qué no se quería un Alan Wake también, güey? Si eso salió para el 360 en su momento.
It was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
As Dusk Falls. Ok.
Quiero ver al menos el Fable. El Fable está hecho por la...
Mira, güey. Ninja Theory, güey. Hellblade.
No mames.
¿A poco no va a salir Melinda Jurgens, güey? Me encanta esa vieja, güey.
No lo ubico.
Es la actora que hace Hellblade. Ahí está, güey.
Estuve atrasado, creo que 10 segundos. Estuve atrasado bastante.
Esa morra es waifu para mí, güey.
Sí.
I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland.
Ok, Iceland. Igual como el Death Stranding. Uy, güey, la rola del primer juego, güey.
About our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
Esa rola me encanta, güey. Te la ponen al final del primer juego, güey, y está bien cabrón, güey.
El que es como el baile de intimidación, ¿no? Sí.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade's Senua's sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
A ver.
What? Peter? Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song? Peter. Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song. Very much. It's gonna be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
No mames.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor.
¿Qué es eso, güey?
I hope you don't mind pop-ins.
Y, ay, no me acuerdo el nombre, güey, pero era un juego muy bueno de 360, güey.
Where are we?
It's a
neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's low. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started healing. Now I can feel out the galaxy and hear the flow of time. Been so tense, but now I sense a reason to this rhyme. I can smell the universe, and I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye. Senses are the magic keys. They fill the holes I've had. Unlocking all my memories, which I never
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September.
¿Qué tranza?
For
¿Qué
Game
onda,
Pass
Juan?
Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud.
Te voy a agarrar a vergazos al Phil Spencer,
Later
güey,
this
tú no te
year,
preocupes.
Bungie will also
Güey,
release
cuéntenme
a new
el...
version of
¿Qué
Destiny
pasó?
2 that is optimized for
Presentaron el
Xbox
Halo que se ve
Series X.
súper raro. El
4K
Forza presentaron
resolution
20
running at
segundos.
60 frames per second. Here's an
El
all-new
Hellblade.
look at Bungie's
Algunos dos
Destiny
juegos
2
por ahí, güey.
Beyond Light.
Y el Destiny te lo están anunciando, güey.
Ah, aquí está el Destiny.
Qué hueva, güey.
¿Y cómo se ve el Halo?
Se ve muy raro, güey.
It's time to step beyond the light.
Muy pinche raro, güey. Ya lo habían anunciado, güey. Anunciaron 3 DLCs, güey. Para 3 años. Este año, el que viene y el que viene.
That you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X. We're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover.
Te va a
All
partir
of
la
the
cara.
games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere.
A ver, ahora qué chingados.
Console launch exclusive. Ok. Ok, eso es chido. Güey, tienen que acabar bien, güey. Tienen que acabar bien, güey. No puede ser, güey.
Armaron demasiado hype, güey. Para hacer esto.
Pero, güey, es que el hype estaba bien.
Bueno, es que los juegos están bien, güey, pero lo principal no está tan bien.
Supone que ese es exclusivo de consola, güey. El launch. O sea, yo pienso que esos güeyes van a hacer un año, güey. Exclusivo en consolas y lo demás en PC, güey.
¿Esta Ciudad de México?
Sí, güey. Después del COVID, güey. Verga, güey. Stalker 2, güey. Nice, nice, nice. Muy bien, güey. Revivieron una franquicia, güey. Faltó gameplay, pero estuvo bien, güey.
World premiere.
Sí, no sea muy pasado de ver, güey. Pero está bien, está bien.
Otro exclusivo de consola. Aquí está lo bueno, güey. A ver qué más.
Creo que voy atrasado ustedes como medio segundo.
¿Lo estás viendo en YouTube?
No, en Twitch.
En el Xbox, güey. Está chido ahí.
Está atrasado, tío. En Twitch está más bien, güey. Entonces,
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back.
Verga, güey. Warhammer, güey.
If they make it back.
LOL. ¿2021, güey?
World premiere.
Rífense.
Otro exclusivo de consola, güey.
¿Ya sacaron el... ¿No sacaron Horizon?
No, el Forza nada más. A ver qué es eso. ¿Ya vendrá a precio, güey? Maybe. Güey, no me digas que van a presentar un Tetris. No me digas que van a presentar un Tetris, güey. No me lo puedo creer, güey. ¿Qué es esto, güey? ¿Qué es esto? Ojo, güey, que era exclusiva de consola, ¿eh? What?
Con eso,
Nadie va a
con eso
pedir.
me ganaron, güey.
What, güey?
La neta ya con eso me compro el Xbox.
World premiere.
No jodas, güey. Si tiene ray tracing, me voy
A ver, güey. Güey, tienen que rifarse, güey. Tienen 15 minutos, güey.
A lo mejor le dura más, pero...
Approaching orbit. Scans a no-go. Sure you want to drop here?
Oh yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Whoa. Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Vex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
It all starts with a dead girl. A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can live them.
Sí, sí estoy chido. No se ve chido.
Hello? Anyone there?
What is this place?
Sí, güey. A mí de Medium sí me gustó, güey. Ese sí me late, güey.
World premiere.
A ver, otro exclusivo de consola, güey. El Xenoblade, güey. Es el Xenoblade, creo, güey. ¿No? ¿O no? Sí, es el Xenoblade, güey. Nice, güey, qué bueno, güey, que lo sacaron para Xbox, güey. Bueno, y para PC, güey, porque qué hueva, güey. Compras una Switch para jugar eso, güey.
Creo que con estos tres están en el campo. ¿Y qué trata esa madre, güey? No, es un Final Fantasy genérico, güey.
Pero así son los Xenoblade. Siempre son así los Xenoblade, güey.
¿Cómo?
Sí, güey. No es que no han ofrecido para el Wii U y eso, ¿no? No, New Genesis Fantasy Star Online. Se ve bien, güey. Pensé que era un Xenoblade Chronicles. Se ve muy bien, güey. Está chido también. Uf. Quedan 9 minutos, güey. Oh shit.
9 minutos y no han dicho qué va a pasar con la membresía, güey. Si van a incluir algo más, güey. Dijeron que iba a haber algo con Crunchyroll, con Discord y todo.
No, el Game Pass van a llegar al Xcloud en septiembre. Es lo único nuevo.
¿Qué van a decir que
Remedy Games, güey.
Crossfire.
Está chido, güey.
Pero me acuerdo de Crossfire, era de los primeros juegos de PC.
Está chido, güey, se ve muy chido.
Era como el... ¿Cómo se llama? El de disparos que no se juega en PC. Como Call of Duty.
Battlefield.
No, el de PC, güey.
Counter Strike.
Ándale, era como un con. O sea, fue de estos. Güey, tenía años el Crossfire. Sí, cabrón.
Mierda, güey. ¿Qué pedo con este juego, güey?
17 seconds.
Ok, está chido el juego, güey. A mí me late.
Sí.
Ahí está el pinche Battle Royale, güey.
Soon, the entire world will burn, all because of him.
Está chido, güey.
The ghost is here!
Today, you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives.
Okay.
Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is
nice.
just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
World premiere.
Forza Horizon, por favor.
No, no creo, güey. Pero Forza Horizon digo que tiene mucha vida. A ver.
No.
Playground Games?
Playground es Fable, güey, o Forza.
Puede que sea Fable, güey.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes and treacherous villains, of fantastical creatures and wondrous places where nature
Che campanita, güey. ¿Cómo se llama?
magic live in perfect
No
harmony.
mames, güey, sí tiene el mismo motor gráfico que Forza, güey. Holy fucking shit, güey. Eso es Fable, güey.
Not all stories have happy endings. But yours
Hola, perro.
has
No,
yet to
No,
be
sí, el
found.
Fable, güey.
No mames, se llevó la historia de Fable, güey.
Ahí está su
Yo
pinche
quiero ver
resumen,
Halo,
güey.
güey. No he visto el gameplay.
X, güey, no te perdiste nada.
No te metas con mi Halo, por favor.
No, neta, güey, chécalo. No está chido el game.
No me lo toques.
Ah, yo también pensé que iba a ganar Xbox, güey, pero se siguen guardando cosas, güey. O sea,
No mames, güey. Fable, jódete, güey. Ve ese detalle, jódete, güey.
el juego se ve chido, güey.
Ok, pues ya.
Tetris.
Voy a volver a entrar en
El Tetris se llevó el evento.
Tetris Game of the Year, güey. 21 juegos,
Tiene que
güey.
haber
20,
tiene que haber memes de ese pedo.
20 normales y 10 explosivos, según.
Ahora estoy viendo el gameplay de Hitman.
Ya puedes jugar todo lo que se enseñaron hoy, güey. No sé.
Bueno,
¿A poco ya puedo jugar Halo, güey?
¿Cómo?
Uy, le ponen The Best Lineup.
Halo, Fable.
Y se ve diferente en el video de YouTube, güey. No mames, en el video de YouTube sí le subieron los shaders, güey.
Pues ya el tiempo dirá si son buenos juegos, güey.
No, neta, güey. Creo que, o sea, literalmente en el video, güey, no sé. No mames. No, sí cambió, güey. Se ve mejor que la conferencia, güey.
¿El
O
cuál,
sea,
güey?
no, el video de YouTube se ve mejor que el de la conferencia, güey. En la conferencia se veía como que estaban atascadas las texturas, güey.
Sí, güey. Pues pensé que iba a estar más loco, güey.
Pues sí, para tanto hype y que andaban mami que se iban a llevar el E3 y que la chingada.
Qué triste, güey,
No me
porque...
grites, Juan Carlos. No mames, güey, esto es un desmadre, güey. Yo siento que todos estuvieron de la verga, güey. Los de PC quieren Xbox y los de Xbox quieren la Play, güey. Es una mamada, güey.
O sea, han presentado mejores juegos que Play.
O sea, todos están inconformes con lo que les tocó, pues, güey. Quedaron a deber mucho, güey, los otros.
Estuvo muy fea la presentación de Halo, güey.
Voy a ver la presentación en estos momentos.
Vela, güey, pero... Güey, se ve súper raro el juego, güey.
Creo que lo iban a dejar para el final, güey.
No lo sé, güey.
Halo Infinite. Official Campaign Gameplay. A ver.
Sí, güey. Pero está, obviamente... La anterior de Sony estuvo mejor que la de Sony. Que las últimas dos de Sony, ¿no? La del Control con Geoff. Y la otra, güey. Cuando hicieron la consola. Obviamente estuvo chido porque hicieron la consola. Pero de juegos no hay nada, güey. Ay, güey. Pues no sé qué dice el Phil, güey, del Game Pass. No puedo jugar nada. Bueno, no los veo, güey.
¿Tanto pedo para cagar agua o...?
Pues sí, o sea, de las conferencias que he habido ha sido las mejores, güey. O sea, de juegos, güey. Y ya, güey, no hay...
Pues los gráficos se ven chidos de Halo, güey.
Pero chécalo, güey, se ve bien raro el mundo, güey.
Güey, todavía no. Está al principio del. Que es como el video donde están en la nave.
Ujú.
Ya va el gameplay.
No lo sé, güey. Siento que pudo haber sido mejor, güey. O sea,
Es que sí, ¿por qué se enfocan tanto en los desterrados, güey? El pedo era con Cortana, güey.
pues no los desterrados. Tal vez, o sea, sí estuvo bien los juegos que presentaron. O sea, en ese momento hay más que Play. Pero
No es que habla de Halo, yo también digo que se hubiera enfocado más en. Bueno, no sé, pero no he visto todo, pero sí de Cortana, güey.
pues no hablaron de Cortana, güey. Pero ya hicieron 2 juegos de Cortana, 3 juegos de Cortana, ¿no, güey?
Ajá, güey.
Pues el 3, el 4 y el 5.
Pues sí, güey. O sea.
Güey, ya, es que tienen que sacar a huevo al Inquisidor que quedó vivo en el 3, güey.
¿No ha salido el Inquisidor, güey?
No, güey, desde el 3.
¿Desde el
lo
3 no ha
volvieron a
salido?
sacar.
LOL.
Ah, no, sí salió. Salió en el 5.
¿Y qué hace o qué dice, güey?
Pues nada más te hace paro. En el 4 o el 5, no sé cuál.
Ujú.
Ah, los pinches brutos se ven